We definitely have a very clear identity. I think WE's teamfight is crazy good if they are able to get into these 5v5 scenarios. They have so much engage. Bot lane prio that he has, mid lane prio as well.
Junhao going to try to punish that himself as Feather goes in with another flash taunt play. Erha the next target here by Junhao. The Dragon all the same being started up and maybe even finished off by Team WE. It's at 1000 HP, going to be a 50-50 smite fight. Monki getting zoned away and allowing for Junhao to pick up the scraps. In goes Monki to try to make it an even trade, but it's first blood already picked up for the Pantheon. Feather makes it a second, and about's been zoned out by On this entire time. Both AD carries having that lethal tempo proc, the barrier coming in at just the right moment, allowing for On to pick up yet another kill. He'll be chased down by Erha, but the Nico doesn't do a ton of damage. Finally, the Empower W auto attack and him salvage a 3-for-1 on ThunderTalk side. Try and contest. You see that TT kept their bot lane, while, of course, About and Erha rotated mid. So it will be the trade of grubs for a couple of plates and at least a wave getting given over.
Yeah, I think they might be looking on the bot lane here. They have Pantheon. He's going to do some damage. I thought he might have been overextended with Heru in the area, but we're seeing the fight now.
Yeah, About has to dash away from the taunt of Feather. Erha in a terrible position after the Grand Starfall comes through. Heru had the first roam timer, which means that he'll be rewarded with his second kill of the game.
Shen was so highly prioritized in draft. It's really opened up what ThunderTalk have wanted to do all split long.
Oh, Erha.
Once again, 20 seconds on this Dragon. Erha is out of position again.
Yep, it's just about the same place that he died just about a minute ago, and now On and Heru looking to make 2 times the charm. He's at 200 HP and between 2 towers. That's generally not a winning sequence here if you are an enemy support. On getting on the board for kill number 2, and ThunderTalk continuing to push their lead.
5v5s, not that they are going to have a ton with Sivir and Cassante having a bit of gold. It's just a great start for a team that we wanted to see a lot out of. I'm really impressed with the way that On and Feather have played this matchup. Not even be over. On's going to get
Speaking of bottom side, yeah, they're going in again. Feather with another taunt onto About. Not even going to have to be able to use that flash. A charm comes through from Heru, and TT are running the bottom side of Summoner's Rift. A double kill in for the Pantheon, and it's 7-1 for ThunderTalk. Well, here in Kupasen, hey man, all have really had high-level performances. Junhao, no exception. We might see him continue to add to the action here. The assist goes on to the Panth. Erha landing that ulti as well. Q flashing over the wall to try to take down Feather while he is channeling that Stand United. Realm Warp coming out from Karis, looking to continue the chase down onto Junhao, and the caster curse has come in full. A shutdown goes the way of Cube, and WE find a fight right back. Cube also a big part of that formula on the opposite side of the map. And that is where we go, to the top side where Karis is getting collapsed upon. Heru now on a killing spree. He continues to add to his advantage here in the mid lane. Karis is down once again. This mid lane, top lane tower I should say, also going to go down.
Yeah, this is why I love Ahri in this matchup. It's so easy to coordinate dives with Pantheon and really control any side lane that you want to control, as long as there's not an overwhelming amount of protection on that side. Getting a 1k gold lead on Ahri in this matchup, WE needs to be at least a little bit careful. The Rumble is the only person on their team with a gold lead right now in their individual matchup. They're just going to try and chase them down.
Oh, and the trigger right on the Feather. The Shen not even able to proc the ulti before he already goes down. Teleport in, coming from Keshi though, lands a 2-man Pathfinder, goes all out onto About, and About is taken down instantaneously. Heru dashes into the backline, picks up a double kill, and also lands the charm off of the other side of that fight. Cube's able to get 1 back here onto On, but overall it's a 3-for-2, make it 4 as the Comet Spear finds Monki's heart. Junhao going off here in this team fight as ThunderTalk come out on top. He once again back from the Death Chamber. Cube is as well, but there are no ultimates available other than the Stand United on Feather. Dragon gonna get started up here by WE. Keshi looking to dash forward, is still very tanky with that Kanik record. 3k is the HP on the Dragon. 80 carries, duking it out on the other side of the fight as we make our way back towards the Drake. Once again at 2.5k, Charm goes wide, Karis throwing out some overloads, and ThunderTalk's health bars are starting to melt. Feather goes in, does not find the taunt, and the Dragon is secured by Monki as they denied the soul point for now. He will go down as Heru is able to pick up the kill, and now ThunderTalk are going to be trapped into the pit, have no way out but just forward, in onto WE. Karis face tanking 4 members, going to go down. Erha is next. It is an ace picked up for TT despite the Dragon going the way of Team WE.
No Dragon, no problem for ThunderTalk Gaming.
Yeah, it was a good ulti in theory because you trapped them into the pit, but you have to remember, doesn't do any damage if you place it that way, and clearly ThunderTalk didn't take a lot of damage in the ensuing team fight. Their gold lead has ballooned to 6,500, and they're looking for even more now as the Herald's already gone their way. Erha with the Pop Blossom just going to try and delay things here. Junhao might have gone a little bit too far forward. He flashes away and is still alive thanks to the Triumph proc. And another taunt lands here from Feather onto the Rise, who now has to run his way out of there. It's a double kill for Heru. Keshi finds a knock-up once again onto Cube, and Karis and Monki are on the run. Cube throws out the Electro Harpoon, going to overheat, as On had the lethal tempo proc. But ThunderTalk going to take the win all the same. They pop Shelly right in the mid lane, and they're going to crack open this mid tier too.
It's just so hard for WE to find any angles. Monki gonna get chased down here. I do not believe that he is going to be able to make it out of this one. We'll see. Oh, maybe? Oh, is he gonna survive? No.
Nope.
Heru gonna clean up the kill, as that Herald is gonna be able to take down that tier 2 in the mid lane. It's a 9k gold lead. We get the drifting coming in from On as well.
Not quite there just yet, but starting to see a fully stacked tier for Karis. Getting towards that stacked Rod of Ages. Not going to have that fully stacked, though, for this play, as Junhao throwing in the Comet Spears. Monki going to be the sacrifice, as Karis still able to survive for a little bit, but Heru coming in as well with the Spirit Rush about, throwing out some auto attacks, but here comes the Grand Starfall. Junhao finding his target, and his target's name is Erha. The Nico out of the picture, as it's still TT running the Rift, as they crack open yet another tower in the top lane.
I mean, I get it. You know, Monki's like, well, it is my red buff, right? Like, I feel like I have to try to contest it. Unfortunately, it's a little bit ambitious at this point. That's going to be a free Baron going over to ThunderTalk. They just control everything on the Rift. If you overextend, Junhao is going to be there to punish you. Heru is not going to be far behind in terms of that Ahri. 8-0-9 on that champion. About might be in a little bit of danger as well. We are toggling that fog more. Keshi not going to go for the play, just going to be happy with the Baron. It's just a fantastic look for ThunderTalk. We were talking about the solo laners in the pre.
Standing-wise, just as important as getting wins off of the other top teams that we have in 3%.
This is looking like a playoff team. Let's not mince our words. This is a team that absolutely can compete near the top of the LPL. They continue to prove that it is not a flash in the pan. Monki hovering around this Cassante, but there's just no way you can do anything to him, and you're losing everything on the bottom side of the map. Cube's going to be continuing to split push top, but this Vi is nowhere in the area. If a fight does end up breaking out here, this push is going to essentially be for free.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Get that one tower there for Cube, but that is far from the amount that is going to be needed to try and save this game. Monki's clear the top lane. Crap, guys, you're losing an inhibitor. Looks like they're going to be okay with that at the very least. The game might just end if they do not end up back in base sooner rather than later. Of course, we do see that third dragon also picked up for ThunderTalk, so they are already looking at that Mountain Soul point inhibitor in the bot lane taken down. They still have the buff.
Basically just used to scare off the Vi, as Monki is going to still be in the area, unfortunately run into the Pantheon.
Yeah, Monki never finds a fight he does not like, and could be to his detriment here. He gets jumped upon by Junhao, who goes up to 6-2 on the Pantheon. Now it is no jungler on the map. The RWE looking to try to make the trade regardless, though. They find the stun onto On, but look at Heru in the backline, finding an instant kill onto a bout. Looking for Cube with another proc of that Spirit Rush and forcing the Rumble Splash. Karis out of position, Feather doesn't land the taunt, but still going to find the slow, still going to find the stun on the Pantheon side. Karis going to fall on, popping off. It is an all-out blitz for TT in this game one, and WE find themselves sacked 25 minutes in, and they'll march into the base to take this game.
WE looking for a miracle, and all they find is a gray screen at the end of the tunnel. ThunderTalk continuing to push into the base, and they have looked unstoppable here in game number one. I don't think they're going to be able to end, but they're certainly going to be able to open up the entire base here and cement their 14k gold lead. Could you possibly ask for anything more? I mean, this team has been so utterly dominant in this first game, taking a big early game lead where WE misplay and try and collapse on the squishy mages. They just blow you up and kill you instantly, and if you try to take a team fight, you just die anyways. Erha's dead in the jungle as he's been all game.
It's
Not
only
really
worth
even a
100
ton
gold.
to discuss.
Yeah, it's like a whole, it's only a wave worth of gold, I guess. I think the best time for W to fight might be next game. We'll see, though. They continue to look for angles in. Topo Strike lands onto Monki, gets taunted up as well. The Spirit's Refuge means he's really not able to do anything. Another Q3 lands onto Cube, and Junhao has come into the backline to try to finish off the enemy jungler. It is Karis doing a little bit of damage, but still everybody on ThunderTalk healthy except for their AD carry, but On's not going to care too much about that. It's a double kill coming in here for Junhao. 9-2-11 on the Pantheon. And only Erha is left alive for the next 30 seconds. He'll do his best to clear out the wave, but it will be a fruitless effort. ThunderTalk into the enemy base of Team WE, and they'll take game 1 of this series in just under 27 minutes.
ThunderTalk Gaming look excellent in game number 1. Everything you could ask for, they did as they demolished WE. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I definitely think this is Victor going mid. I already had my big doubts about Victor going bot lane, mostly because On has not played it at all this year, and it just doesn't really feel like the time for him to just be pulling it out randomly.
Yeah. To get away scot-free, ThunderTalk only losing that second spawn to the Raptors. They could lose a little bit more now as Feather and Junhao looking to try to defend their jungle once again. Tether lands here onto the Fury, gonna get feared up. Zenith Blade once again connecting, no flashes available on either side. Monki looking to try to finish off First Blood, not gonna find it just yet at the call of the pack. Issued a little bit of invulnerability. Now Monkey's the one to take a turret shot, and On's in to finish it off with the Valkyrie. Heru gets one. It's On that gets another, and somehow ThunderTalk are the ones that end up on top of that play.
Quite a few waves, we'll just say, in order to get to this play, and that means they kind of have to make it work, and Keshi's dead!
Cube Def jumping in. Okay, getting something back on WE's side. It'll be through the top side of the map that they're going to have to play just like they did in game 1, but TT...
probably not matchable damage in the back end of the game. You obviously have a lot of tools if you're WE to get on priority members with the Nocturne and the Akali, but if there are 3 members of the enemy team, maybe even an Imbessa that are scary, then things get difficult. Karis is very pushed up. Should be fine for he is Akali, but we will see.
Oh, it connects just by the tip. The lollipop in from Feather. Gonna make it 3-1 here for TT. Could be equalized though, as Monki still doing a lot of damage, but the gravity well once again stopping him, and On is in the right place at the right time. Junhao gets the kill, and once again Monki, just by the slimmest of margins, will go down. Yeah, maybe surprising to say. Think about where they want to find engages.
A concept I think WE is not as familiar with. I think they're just taking everything they possibly can. Keshi?
Oh, Cube's not thinking about this one.
God.
His brain just says go in, and that is working successfully for him so far. Karis with a perfect execution, looking for the assassination onto Junhao. Popped the call to pack, not gonna matter as Erha in to finish the kill. Oh, he steals it away. You wish that it would have gone towards Karis, but a kill's a kill all the same. Dragon also going WE's way.
I mean, it's a good play for WE. If I'm not Akali, I am pinging 6,000 times on the map right now as my Leona walks up and takes that kill. Dredge landing.
Oh, maybe some more skirmishing as Erha doesn't have the ability to put that gold to use just yet as he hasn't gone back to base. Land shield the Daybreak onto Feather to buy some time as the curtain call has been opened up. Feather can try to run him down. Dredge line going to be issued onto Erha. A lot of damage though being put back onto Feather, but On goes forward with the Gatling gun to get the first kill of the 2v2. About doesn't have his flash, so unable to get in range for that fourth shot, and yet everybody going to survive for the moment. The grubs only started by Junhao, not finished. Feather going in with another hook has just been on the money onto Erha this entire game. Speaking of, Monki looking for a little bit more damage, just barely alive with less than 100 HP. The minion's not going to take him down as About's able to finish off the kill. And it's a 1-for-0 in the bottom side right now for Team WE. Erha still unrelenting in his attempts at engages, but Heru finally able to shut him down. Effective itemization here for the WE top laner as we see another fight potentially about to break out as Junhao is looking for a turret dive underneath this tier 1 in the bottom side. About takes a boatload of damage and basically gets one shot at the Fury, but nobody's able to land the final blow. He's able to get back, throw out the curtain call, and wait for the rest of his team to try to finish off the fight. Cube comes in, goes to the skies onto On, who has feared by Monki and is soon to be taken down. Still out of range, not going to be taken just yet as Monki instead focusing down the Fury. Cube with the shock blast misses, but lands another Q with the Mercury hammer to get a killing spree in for the Jace.
She'll kill down, and this is the chaos we were hoping for. ThunderTalk looking for some aggressive plays on the bot side, and WE turning it into a gold lead.
The amount of time that
I guess maybe when he completes that second item, you could maybe say he's a little bit stronger, but really, I mean, we are looking at a huge power spike for WE as they've started up on the Dragon. They got that first Dragon, remember, and now they're going to be stacking these as Chemsoul is going to be our soul map for the game. That's a pretty big advantage for WE.
Oh, Monki! A paranoia underneath the turret in a 1v1. Karis gets stunned up. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, fine. Karis gets the kill, but it's still a 2-for-1 with the Arcane Storm. Heru comes out with an absolute boatload of cash off of WE's misfortunes. Now on the top side, it's Cube once again going for a kill. Could this be solo kill number 3? No, but the public execution comes out, and Keshi's going to try to turn this fight around. Just a second. He goes in under the turret right as Karis is popping that shuriken flip. If that E connects, actually a pretty easy kill, I think. So just Monki having confidence in his teammates to land all the abilities, which unfortunately Karis didn't.
Taking this Herald, I think the thing that ThunderTalk have done really well is trying to avoid the Jace in terms of the plays they're looking for and trying to play around their Victor. When you talk about WE being up 700 gold in this game, so much of that is just on the Jace. It's the only gold lead they have in this entire game. If you can continue to play away from him and play towards your own gold lead in the mid lane,
ThunderTalk are all stacked up around the mid lane, so if Monki wants to use this to go into the tower, could be to his detriment. Finds a triple knockup though when the solar flare goes on top, already chunking on down to very low HP, but he still will be able to live, and Monki won't be so lucky. He goes into the paranoia.
No smite on the map for WE as this dragon is here. Junhao could be in some danger, but he's Neferi.
Execution being issued. Nice cancel of the... Engaged by Erha. Karis looking forward onto Junhao. He also will survive with 1 HP. Heru in some danger though as Karis able to take him down finally, and Cube's able to find another one onto the Nautilus. Keshi teleporting in, looking to try to clean up a couple of kills. About in some danger. Has the Locket Shield onto him. Deadly Flourish though landing onto the Mbessa, who won't be able to escape this one. It's the Jhin to pick up the kill, and this time on will get down to 0. WE turn the fight around off the back of Cube on his Jace.
It's perfectly played by the WE solo laners. They just are in the exact right spot to be able to take advantage of that fight. No Monki, no problem. I really did think that the lack of engage coming in after the Nocturne died was going to be a problem. You had Erha, who was still there and was still relevant, but we're not even done with the fight yet. Dragon is still up and Junhao's looking in.
He doesn't want to go in with that ulti. Instead, it's Monki who pops the R key onto the Neferi in a 1-for-1 for now, but Feather's on the way. We have a teleport in from Heru. In addition, lands down the gravity well, won't be able to find the stun onto Monki, and Karis is here to try to defend his jungler, will force Heru back.
First get that, main carry out of the fight. You can blow up the Victor, who is all of the gold lead for ThunderTalk at this point. And look at what Cube and Erha are doing on the other side. They're bursting down Feather.
They could go in to try to make things interesting. Dragon started up by TT. They need the Drake to be able to stop the Soul from going over to Team WE. Erha looking to try and engage. Gets hit up by a lot of damage, goes forward. It will be a one-way trip, as in goes Karis with the perfect execution. The target going to be Junhao, who secures the Dragon, but will not leave with his life. Arcane Storm raining down as On flashes over, but it will be to his demise. Keshi there to follow up and at least take down Monki, as Cube and About able to clean up the backside of the fight. It's a 4v2, but maybe a third could go TT's way if Keshi's able to finish Karis off. He dashes away with a Shuriken flip and will get out with his life.
ThunderTalk get the important objective, but how much are they going to lose because of it? WE posturing on the top side of the map. They could start a Baron here if they really wanted to. Would be a crazy call, but with that Jace, they feel very comfortable to do it. Gonna be not really all that contested. Junhao's still dead for 10 seconds, and so this should be relatively free. Overall, it's an okay fight. They don't give over Soul, and it's gonna be hard to be able to secure that Baron anyways, and so higher game with the damage coming out from WE.
You see the poke threat that exists from these two picks, specifically Cube and About. They were able to clean up the back end of that last fight in the Dragon Pit, and now didn't burn the ulti, so it will be the Mbessa that gets out with her life. But with ThunderTalk forced to try to defend this, it's going to be Heru isolated in the mid lane. He's forced to pop the Zhonya's Hourglass, but the Curtain Call still going to rain in a bunch of damage. Feather there to tank, at least for the moment, as Erha goes in with the Zenith Blade now at the flash away. Arcane Storm comes out from Heru as he's able to find the kill in response. Here comes the Death Charge in onto Cube. He flashes over the wall to try to get out with his life, and he will be able to do so as Karis takes the mid bot lane tier 2 as well. Net positive here for WE, but imagine they wish they got a little more.
I think we're really starting to see the value of the Jhin throughout a lot of the back end of this game, as, speaking of the devil, Keshi's in a little bit of danger because of the Jhin here.
Yeah, not only is Karis here, but About as well. Engage forward. Dragon just now started up as Junhao already eats a boatload of poke at 40% HP. That's going to be very important as Karis dashes in on him before the Dragon is even started up. Perfect execution will assassinate the enemy jungler, but it's Monki who goes down in response. Public execution this time onto Erha. Cube at half HP. Keshi very low. Zenith Blade going forward, and the Mbessa drops it on the wrong side of the fight. Cube gets another kill as the curtains will open up, and it might be curtains for ThunderTalk in this game too. 4 shot each Feather, as it's still 4 members of WE. Looks like they could go for the Dragon, but they might instead go towards mid to force a game number 3.
Who cares about Soul when you can have Nexus? That's what WE is looking at, a much cleaner, much better game number 2 for them. They've been fantastic in the back end, and they're looking to end it here.
There's a decent amount of wave clear still available for Heru. He has to stay alive and try to take down this cannon creep. If ThunderTalk want any chance at survival. Speaking of survival, Karis might not have it here. Oh my goodness! 100-0 underneath the fountain. And that is it in this game number 2. Karis is Akali, Cubes, Jace, signature picks for WE Forza Game 3.
The scaling is definitely there for WE, but my biggest concern with the jungle position in the game right now is that you can't really get away with playing scaling. You have to be active in the early part of the game because free resources on the map are just too valuable.
Immediately, a really aggressive invade by Monki is going to prove fruitless. TT saw it coming all the way through. And it's first blood given over to Junhao. But Erha is still looking aggressive at the 6-minute mark. The bot lane for ThunderTalk, though, collapsing upon top side river. Junhao going in with that resonating strike. Monki dashes away to prevent that incinerate from going down. Karis has the stolen away Tibbers, going to use it, but the Tibbers on the other side gonna be a little bit stronger. One more auto attack will do it, but Monki pushes him away.
Here by ThunderTalk because of that tempo they have on the bottom side of the map. This is the benefit of Kalista Renata. This doesn't seem like it's going to be very contestable. This is kind of another negative of picking Graves. We've really gone to bat with a lot of these negatives at the start of the game, but not really a lot of ways to be able to walk into the river without really just compromising your entire position. So first Dragon for free going over to Thunder.
To help TT get to the objective first.
Yeah, Keshi is here. He's ulted in.
Oh, Dominus already popped as Junhao finds the flash kick onto Monki. I didn't even see it coming as ThunderTalk's top side come out on top.
WE, but ultimately not that bad of a loss for WE considering what it could have been on the top side of the map. Some of the negatives that we've given that Graves champion as he tries to stagger the grubs a little bit. Definitely not quite possible, so this might will go down. And
His reset could be set up for a 5v5.
Yeah, no Ornhorn though. That's really hard to engage without that for WE as they posture here.
Cube just walking into the pit, trying to force his way in onto ThunderTalk. Bait's call doesn't find anything, but in goes the ultimate from Feather. Taunt lands in onto Monki, but he won't be able to go down just yet. Dragon going to be reset here as TT throw out a lot of ultis, but don't come out with the team fight win.
Yeah, Renekton has his ult still available if he wants to look for a potential re-engage here.
TT,
but
yeah.
Yeah, WE has a full angle onto this Dragon if they want a TP coming through.
Yeah, they got Heru on one side, Keshi on the other. ThunderTalk in good position to try to collapse as Erha's trying to zone out Heru at this point. Sonic Wave lands, Junhao jumps in and he steals the Dragon away. Monki goes down as well as Keshi's got the Dominus pop. Karis, the next target, he's stuck in the Dragon Pit for now, does not have the abscond finally, will flash over the wall, but Cube dies on the other side, and it's 5-0 on ThunderTalk in this game 3.
Very good game state for ThunderTalk.
Yeah, I mean, 3,000 gold. This is exactly what the early game composition wanted to do. WE going to try to get something back in the form of the Rift Herald, but now they're getting collapsed upon once again. Keshi flashes on the Monki, and it's once again Junhao who steals the objective away. On going to be the target as Karis has the stolen away Dominus for a little bit of extra tankiness, but he still goes down to the Ren on alive in the Baron Pit, and Cube cannot close the gap. About gets taken down. It's an all-out slaughter on the top side of the map as ThunderTalk go up to 8-0.
This level of control, it's really impressive.
Full of rookies and second-year players going into the start of this split. You know, after some of their found success in 2025, you think that maybe by Karis and Monki they have about roaming up there as well, but it'll be an easy take of Soul Point for TT, as Heru also is able to get a bot on his own side.
They're going to get the tower top lane. It is a bit of an objective bounty, so at least they're going to get some gold in their pocket that way, but Heru trading that tower on the bot side and getting Dragon for free is certainly a good trade in favor of ThunderTalk. You know, I would say this is the negative of maybe drafting a comp that can't fight at all in the mid game, but TP coming in. They're going to try and exploit Junhao here, but he's got his support in tow.
Erha jumping forward as well. Gonna be a numbers advantage for the moment. Call the Forge God has been issued, but it only hits onto Feather. Junhao 1v1ing Monki, but he's stuck in the ultimatum. Won't be able to issue the resonating strike. Mega Inferno Bomb will take down the Lee Sin, but Erha's on the wrong side of the map, going to go down another 2-for-1 in favor of ThunderTalk and Tower at this point in the game. But he's gonna be delayed a little bit after that one. Tries to clear the wave. You're not allowed to do that here in this game, clearly, as ThunderTalk completely collapsed upon him. Meanwhile, Keshi going on the carousel, he fails the flash. From bad to worse, insult to injury, Karis going to get taken down by Keshi as the Baron is started up by TT.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than that. As Keshi's gonna walk his way up, is gonna be the target here. Horn coming through, it is gonna land.
Gonna try to find at least one kill back at the cost of the Nash. A shutdown going Monki's way. His first kill of the game, but it came far too late for WE to have a meaningful placement around the Baron pit. It goes down here on ThunderTalk's side. Yeah, that deep TP ward was cleared away by TT as they start up what could be the Infernal Soul Drake. In goes Karis with the teleport. Looks like ThunderTalk are playing this one slowly, waiting for somebody on WE to engage. Instead it's Feather that goes forward with the ulti, doesn't find too much. So now WE have a little bit of tempo as the dominance has also been popped by Keshi prematurely. Call the forge drop comes out as WE are going to try to smite this one down, and Monki's able to steal it away. Soul denied for the moment. Will the team fight ensue? Cube flashes forward, doesn't find the searing charge as now Tibbers gets unleashed. Health bars are ticking low on TT's side, but WE don't have an angle in.
They were probably going to get mid-tier 2 anyways with the Baron that they had acquired. Overall, I don't think it's the worst exchange in the world for WE. They keep themselves alive, and but this game is far from over. The last thing you want to do is go 35+ minutes against Graves, against Silas, against Horn. That's happening. That's another bounty. You're absolutely right. In favor of this bot lane. 4 at the moment. WE trying to walk in. See if Karis can find his flank.
Big flank on the Renekton, and nobody spotted him just yet. Karis able to finally issue the abscond abduct. No, but it's the Ziggs that gets instantly eliminated. It's both bottom laners down from Team WE before the fight even starts. All thanks to Heru on the Annie. Fate's call comes out onto Cube, forces him to flash away. And ThunderTalk stifle any hope of a WE comeback here in this one. They've taken down 4 members, only Cube is left alive. Junhao ignoring the Ornn at this point until Keshi comes in with the stun. Gonna be the Ornn get taken down. Keshi eventually will get traded. Actually, Cube going to survive, but it should not matter as the rest of ThunderTalk pushing down mid to try to end this series.
Keshi is the bonus prize. ThunderTalk are taking what they wanted all along, the base. As they open it up here, it looks like they're gonna stop at the inhibitor, but that is a massive fight for them to win. Heru is the clutch man for ThunderTalk, as he kind of has been in a lot of their series.
Once again, Tibbers not going to be able to take him down, but it came very close. As ThunderTalk, once again, back in the driver's seat here. They're going to claim the Infernal Soul, and all might be right in this world here on the LPL.
Darkness. Keshi as well, fantastic in terms of that vision. They are going to pick up that tower here, and Baron is still on the map. WE has a little bit of control here, but
they use it to try and stifle any engage from TT. Erha's been targeted, has to hook shot away. The Baron's already at 3,000 HP, and Junhao is taunted, unable to get into the pit, and so the Nash will get secured by Team WE. Karis getting instantly deleted, though. Has to use the abduct to try to get in on the Keshi, and Monki's flash in the wrong direction. Bailout not having Junhao save his life, as it will still be a kill given over to WE, but Keshi's able to finish Karis off as well. About and Monki able to reset to get back to base, yet Team WE have Baron buff and are looking to push in the mid lane. Teleport coming in from Keshi, who have the empowered shield, as well as a good opportunity to engage, but a Guardian Angel instantly has been popped on the side of On. Mega Inferno Bomb comes out from about, but he will go down as well. Searing Charge finds 3 on the Cube's side, but the rest of the back line is deleted by ThunderTalk. It's Keshi leading the charge, takes down Monki to finish off the ace, and with 5 members strong, ThunderTalk will go to the Thunder top. They go down the mid lane and pick up their first win of the second round robin.
ThunderTalk Gaming strike fast in this final fight. They're going to be able to upset Team WE and put themselves in a great spot to make playoffs.
We talked about how they've been able to take one game. When will the second come? Well, it looks like it is right now. 3-5 are TT as they get the win over Team WE.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.